Hey there, welcome to Createful Art. We are celebrating Createful Christmas, and today we're going to get creative painting the word Noel. Let's get started by gathering the art supplies that we will be using in this art tutorial. The supplies that I use are in the description below. The first step is grab your canvas and we're going to make a gold color. So you want plenty of yellow for this and a little bit of black, and the list of colors are in the description, and a little bit of the red. Now you're going to be mixing this, but not completely so that it's a flat color. Use this wide brush and go ahead and add a little bit of black to your yellow. And see how that turns it green? Isn't that cool? Now if you add the red, it starts to turn it into gold. And there's several different kinds of gold, so you just kind of mix it to whatever gold you like. Okay, so watch what I'm doing. I'm going to be giving this texture. Okay, I'm not just going side to side. I'm giving this a lot of texture, and where there is barely any of this paint, it's going to be a lighter color. See where it's lighter right there? Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more yellow, and I'm going to be adding this yellow in the middle here, and I'm going to mix it on here. And what this does by adding the darker color on the outside is it's going to make it so that your eye is drawn to the middle here. So go ahead and add the dark on the outside, adding just a little more black to your color. And just keep going back and forth like this, giving it some texture. Okay. Once your canvas is all covered, you're going to take your white, just a little bit of white, and you're going to add that white again to the middle, but not straight in the middle. So there you go. See how that lightens that up? So I'm going to kind of add it to the outside here. And you will see brush strokes. That's the point. Now this is the perfect time to be creative. See how that looks really gold? It's nice and pretty. Okay, and then I'm just going to smooth it out to the outside there. And I'm going to let this dry. Okay, and then you'll be ready for the next step. So grab your white brush and some white, and you're just going to flick it on here. You can also do this, and it gets a little bit more drops on there by hitting it on there like this. So you want to have plenty of sparkle in there, and then you want to let that dry. Now in this step we're going to write the words Noel. So, but you can put whatever words you want. You could put joy, you could put sparkle, you could put Merry Christmas. There is no rules to that, but I'm going to write the words Noel. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have enough room, so I kind of just pretend like I'm writing it, you know, and I can tell that I will end up having a little bit less space over here for my L. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my L. Okay. And I'm not worried at all about it being perfect because I'll go over these letters. And I want it to be about the same distance from here and the same distance from here. And this is my L. It's going to curve in like this. Okay. And it's going to be much thicker through here. All right. So now that I have my L figured out, now I can go over here and do my E, my O, and my N, okay? And what I want to do is I want to make sure that this is going to be the same distance from where I'm going to start my N. And I also want to make sure that my N starts the same where my top of my L is and then where the end of my L is, okay? So over here I'm going to have a little swirly for my N. So I'm going to swirl it. Okay, and then it's going to come down. It's actually going to go below my L. But that's because that's the look I want. But this side down here, this is going to stop right here. And have this, and you can also use a straight edge to help you know where that line should go, and it's going to curve up like that, so it's going to go across like a sleigh, and it's going to reach up and curl. Okay, and then the O will sit right on this N, and the E will be right here. So I want to make sure I have enough room for my E. So I'm just going to put the bottom side of it right there. And then the bottom side the same length of my O, like that. Okay, and that's how I make sure. They are really far apart, so I might just move this over like that. Okay, and then I can have my N come over, this part of my N go over, or whatever I need it to do. So I'm going to come up like this, and then just come around for my O. This part of my O is going to be thicker than this part, so I just paint it thicker. And then this part of my E is going to be thinner, and I want to make sure that my E comes up to about where my O is, reaches over here, and then slants in like this. And this is thick through here. Okay, and now I can just decide based on how much space is between my letters where I want this part of my N to be. It looks like it'll look really good right here. And I come up and meet where that meets right there. Just gonna make it as straight line as possible. And come across like that. This comes across a little more too. Right. And that is how I make my Noel sparkle. It's pretty cool, huh? Thank you so much for creating with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a very Merry Christmas. See you in my next video. Bye!